who regularly attend my class and those who are interested in learning English grammar in order to write, read and speak English language lovingly, elegantly and correctly. Hello viewers, last night I discussed with you an adverb clause of manner, and it was obviously an interesting grammatical item, and I received many applause and also your support. Actually, I taught in a high school for about 38 years. I was an English teacher, and with regard to my experience in the classroom teaching, I want to say that if this video comes to your benefit, if you like this video, please like, comment and subscribe too. Hi, today's topic of discussion is adverb clause of contrast. Adverb clause of contrast. For example, I am giving you some examples and then I will come to the conclusion. That is the deductive method. Hello viewer, I see that to have attended this class, and please tell your friends that I am online or I am live and I am discussing adverb clause of contrast. So what is an adverb clause of contrast? When two diametrically different ideas are set side by side, the subordinate clause is called an adverb clause of contrast. As for illustration or as for example, although he was very sick, he attended the important meeting. Although he was very sick, he attended the important meeting. Now let us analyze the sentence so that you may understand how an adverb clause of contrast is constructed. So my first clause is he attended the important class or important meeting. Principal clause. Clear? Although he was very sick, it is an example of adverb clause of contrast. So, and adverb clause of contrast begins with although. And hi my viewers, my students, I say that though and although are the same thing. For example, though he was very poor, he contributed to the relief fund for the flood victims. Though he was poor, he contributed to the relief fund for the flood victims. And if you analyze the sentence, it stands thus: he contributed to the relief fund for the flood victims. It is an example of principal clause. Though he was poor, it is subordinate adverb clause of contrast. And modifying the verb, contributed. Contributed. So an adverb clause of contrast obviously modifies a verb or an adverb or an adjective. Clear? The function of adverb, adverbial or adverb clause are the same. They act as contrast, they act as manner, they act as time, they act as place, etc. Whatever may be the fact. My topic of discussion is adverb clause of contrast. Another example I am taking. For example, whatever may be the fact, I will stand by you in your distress. Whatever may be the fact, I will stand by you in your distress. You see that I will stand by you in your distress is principal clause. Whatever may be the fact, it is an adverb clause of contrast and modifying the verb of the principal clause, stand by. Clear? So let us come to partial conclusion that an adverb clause of contrast generally begins with though, although, whatever. Another example. For example, though I am studious, or I read a lot of books, I can't keep them in my memory. So what is the principal clause? I can't keep them in my memory. It is principal clause. Though I read a lot, though I read a lot of books, adverb clause of contrast. And modifying the verb, cannot keep. My viewers, if this video you think that is coming to your benefit, please don't hesitate to give a like, comment and subscribe my channel, An Easy Step to English Grammar. I like to share my ideas with you, and that is why I do it. And if you think that you will subscribe my channel, you may do it. However, another example I am taking from practical experience. Even if he was a good teacher, the students did not like him. Clear? Even if he was a good teacher, the students didn't like him. It is a contrast. The students didn't like him, principal clause. Even if he was a good teacher, subordinate adverb clause of contrast, and modifying the verb did not like. Then how many words contribute to adverb clause of contrast? Though, although, whatever, even if, etc. So, in our speaking English, in our writing English, in our communicative approach, we are at liberty to use though, although, even if, whatever, etc. very fluently. As for example, though it was a flood situation, the chief minister of our state did not survey the area, Although it was a flood situation in our area, the chief minister did not survey. So it is a contrast. The did not survey, principal clause. The chief minister did not survey, principal clause. Though or even if it was a flood situation, subordinate adverb clause of contrast, and modifying the verb did not survey. Clear? So, when two opposite ideas or contrasting ideas are set side by side, the subordinate clause begins with though, although, even if, whatever, etc. And all these clauses are called adverb clause of contrast. Another example I may take. You try to make yourself smart by talking. You try to make yourself smart by talking, though you did not seem so. You did not seem so. So you did not seem so, principal clause. Clear? You try to show yourself as a smart guy, subordinate adverb clause of contrast, and modifying the verb did not seem. Clear? And I fervently hope that I am able to give you the examples of adverb clause of contrast and make some sentences by using though, although, whatever, even if. Clear? And all these are the subordinate adverb clause of contrast. Good night. Stay safe, stay mellow. And if you want, you may like, you may comment, and you may share. And not least, you may subscribe my channel and register to English Grammar.